Assalamu alaikum. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nikan Revelina Management Class 23C NPM 234111094. Here I will present material regarding tax aspects in business activities. What is tax? Tax is a transition from the private sector to the public sector based on law that can be enforced without receiving compensation, tejan prestity, which can be directly demonstrated, which is used to finance public expenditure and which is used as a motivating, inhibiting or preventing tool to achieve existing goals. Outside the field of state finance, the elements in tax are: taxes must be based on law. Taxes do not receive direct rewards. Tax has two functions, namely the budgetary function and the regulating function. Tax grouping, according to class, according to its nature, according to the collecting institution, according to the collecting institution. Tax collection system, official assessment system, self-assessment system, withholding system. Tax rates, commensurate rates, fixed rates, progressive rates, digressive rates. General provisions and procedures for taxation. General provisions and procedures for taxation are regulated in Law 16 of 2000 concerning the Second Amendment to Law No. 6 of 1983 concerning general provisions and procedures for taxation. Thus there are two types of taxpayers, namely individuals or individuals, person, and body. Taxpayer Identification Number, NPWP number given to taxpayers as a means of tax administration as identification. Notification letter, period notification letter, annual notification letter. Tax payment letter. A tax payment letter is a letter used by taxpayers to make payments or deposit taxes owed to the state treasury. Income tax. Tax subjects. In Income Tax Law No. 17 of 2000, namely, the individual and the undivided inheritance as one unit, succeed the rightful person. Body. Permanent form of business. Domestic tax subjects consist of the following. Domestic tax subject. Subject to foreign taxes. Domestic taxpayers are subject to tax on income either received or earned in Indonesia. Domestic taxpayers are taxed based on net income at general rates. Domestic taxpayers submit an annual notification letter as a means to determine the tax payable in one tax year. Tax subjects. In Income Tax Law No. 17 of 2000, namely, the individual and the undivided inheritance as one unit, succeed the rightful person. Body. Permanent form of business. Domestic tax subjects consist of the following. Domestic tax subject. Subject to foreign taxes. Domestic taxpayers are subject to tax on income either received or earned in Indonesia. Domestic taxpayers are taxed based on net income at general rates. Domestic taxpayers submit an annual notification letter as a means of determining the tax payable in one tax year. Parties who are not tax subjects according to Article 3 of the Income Tax Law. Representative bodies of foreign countries. Diplomatic representative officials. International organization. Representative officials of the organization. Tax objects. Income which is a tax object is any additional economic capacity received by the taxpayer, whether from Indonesia or outside Indonesia, which can be used to increase mandatory wealth and in any form. Tax objects. The tax objects or goods that are subject to added value tax are as follows. Delivery of taxable goods within the customs area carried out by entrepreneurs. Import of goods is taxable. Delivery of taxable services within the customs area carried out by entrepreneurs. Utilization of intangible taxable goods from outside the customs area within the customs area. Export of taxable goods by taxable entrepreneurs. Maybe that's all I can say. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum.